Well, now we can bring in Clovis Casali from the National Rally headquarters. Clovis, the party then apparently just falling short of an absolute majority. We're not quite sure. Maybe they will make it significant gains nonetheless. What's the mood there?
Well, the heavyweights of the party, including Marine Le Pen, Jordan Bardella, will be coming here at the headquarters later this morning for a special meeting. Of course, they'll be carefully looking at results, seeing what to do in which constituency here in France, seeing if they are really going to get into power, and it does seem very likely they are at the gates of power. It seems they will get a strong majority, maybe not an outright majority, but a majority of seats in Parliament, and then it will be all about alliances. They finished first in many constituencies. They've already got around 40 MPs elected straight away in the first round of the parliamentary elections, including their historic leader, Marine Le Pen. Marine Le Pen in the Pas-de-Calais area in northern France, who said in her victory speech that the centrist bloc of Emmanuel Macron, of President Macron, has disappeared following these results. It's the end of Macron for her, and she's calling for national unity. She's calling basically for the French people to turn up in big numbers on Sunday in order to give the National Rally, the French far-right party, an outright majority to make sure that the French far-right is the dominant force, gets Jordan Bardella picked as a prime minister, and for her party to be able to pass laws freely in Parliament. Of course, we'll have to see what result they get on Sunday, but that's the idea for the National Rally. Call for national unity behind them, as they describe themselves as the only real patriots in France.
Right, Clovis, and as you mentioned, they're hoping to get a majority, but Jordan Bardella has said that he would not want to govern if the National Rally doesn't make the needed amount of seats for that majority. What can we expect then to happen?
Well, that's where it does get a bit technical. Remember, Éric Ciotti, the president of the mainstream, if you will, conservative party, Les Républicains, decided to form an alliance during the campaign with the National Rally. But not all of the LR, Les Républicains MPs or candidates decided to join him in that enterprise. But what will they do now? If some get elected from this conservative party, Les Républicains, will they decide in Parliament to join Jordan Bardella? Will they decide to join forces and therefore bring in numbers that would help the National Rally, the French far-right, get an outright majority in Parliament? Those Républicains seem to be the only potential allies for the French far-right, because take the left wing. They won't join the far right. The left-wing parties, France Unbowed, the Socialists, the Greens, the Communists, the New Popular Front, in other words, have already said, no way, we will never join the National Rally, of course. Furthermore, they're deciding in the three-way runoffs you were mentioning to call for any candidate who's standing against the National Rally. No vote should go to the National Rally. And that's actually the same message sent yesterday by Prime Minister Gabriel Attal. No vote should go to the National Rally. In other words, this Republican front that's been happening for years here in France has been revived in some ways. In other words, parties trying to prevent the National Rally, the French far-right, from getting into government.
All right, Clovis Casali, thank you very much for that update from National Rally.